Welcome to episode 41 of this Let's Play series. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel and welcome to this Dwarf Fortress series. It's sort of like a tutorial, sort of a bit of a Let's Play. In the last episode, we didn't quite get done what we wanted to get done. I'm just going to focus, I think, on this particular area at the moment. If we go down to the bottom of the fortress, we are waiting for everyone to sort of do smelting. So they're actually now making lead bars, silver bars, in through here as well, iron bars. So there's a lot of bars that are being built, which is great, and some of these are being sort of now tasked to sort of go into other zones as well. So when we come back up, we don't have any bars in here yet. We are sort of now going to be sort of just taking whatever we can from this side. Oops, down through this side, we still only have the same three that were there before. There is, I think, if we go to F3, this is now on its way, so the next one is on its way. If we go and have a quick look and see where it is, how far down it is, and what's actually coming back down. So we've got, there's a lot of stuff for everyone to do. a lot of stuff. So push vehicle, so whereabouts are you? You're -40, so it's about halfway down the fortress and in through this side. We've only got one tetrahedrite, so they didn't load enough of it. It's just too much work for everyone to do. So we lost a member of the fortress in the last episode, but that's just the way it goes. Shift F1, this is the next mega project that we're working on. I do have to focus on this because I need to get things done. Now, I don't think I can build a grate just yet. I think if we go to furniture and then go into the grates. Oh, hang on. This is actually a bit of a tricky one. What I need to have in here is actually the grate I can't open. A floodgate I can. I think I'm going to add a floodgate in. That's actually different again. So I'm going to go to machines and fluids. We'll put a floodgate down in here. So I'm just going to add one into that location. What I'm thinking is this is my access in to get all the goblinite when we actually do finally kill everything or drown everything that ends up in there. And so the only access I'm going to have is through here. And so what I need to do is to keep this floodgate closed when we don't want them coming back the other way. So it'll still work like a door essentially, but I can then put a lever onto it as well. So we're just going to need to build that one in through there at the same time as we're constructing this particular pump. Okay, the pump has now been set. I'm going to tell someone to come and start pumping this just to keep the water now out of this work area a while. And I've dedicated a few of the stone cutters to be dedicated to actually doing exactly this. There's another miner there. I might actually get him involved in this as well. There's nothing much else that they will do. Actually, there's a dabbling stone cutter. We'll get a few of them involved in this particular task. Of just trying to keep this area smooth initially. Anyway, we also need to go into the pump, and we're going to start the pump manually. So it pumps from the east to the west, and that's all we need to do. So we'll just go and get somebody else to go and do that. In the meantime, we'll let all that sort of work. Just wait for somebody else to now start to come in. It's a slow trickle, but eventually this will be completely full of water. And that will come in slowly. There'll be another task, I guess, for it to run the pump. God, there's so much stuff that needs to be done in this fortress. I sort of should just let them do their own stuff for a little while. Operate pump. Yeah, no one's doing that one just yet. I can have a dedicated pump operator if I needed to, but I don't think I need to in this instance. I think we'll just wait for things to happen. I'll just pause until we get something else actually happening. Oh, look, what I will do actually before I actually do this is we now know that we're getting iron bars down in the bottom of the fortress. I'm just going to go back down there and just tell them, like at the moment they're smelting from in here, so we're getting like lead bars, iron bars. I need to have one, two. Oh, here we go. We've got the granite scepter was offered to the stable rack. That's okay. We'll deal with that later. I'll forget about it, but we will deal with it later. Back in through here, we now actually want to be building 1, 2, 3, 4 more iron anvils. So I'm just going to go across straight to here, add new task. Actually, I'm just going to give it a work order. Work order, iron anvil, and the number I'm going to make is 4. So we need that to then build the next Magma forges. So I'll just get that one started. Shift F1. Let's have a look and see how we're going up through here. Yep, so this guy is now pumping the water into there. This will keep it relatively safe while we actually do the rest of the construction. Just make sure that that is actually still waiting for construction. So that will keep, like, it'll still just drain in until this is all smoothed out. So we'll just wait for that to all be smooth. This is all going to be ending up full of mud. You can see there that when there's water in here, he is getting it, but here we go. We now get this one built. There's our only way back out. So I'm just going to go back up to F5, and we're going to create, where's our area? We've got the atom smasher. This is the drown entry gates. I'm going to make the drown entry floodgate into here. So this will be the drown bottom floodgate. So I'm just going to go back in and create a lever at that location, and we'll wait for that one to be built, and then we'll link stuff across. Now I'm at a very, very slow FPS. I'll just bring my frames per second up to a reasonable number, and someone will eventually come and build this one. There we are. Same one who built the pump. Okay, so now we want to link this lever. Now remember, we've still got the guy pumping away down below, which is fine. We just need to get that one done just until we actually get this thing linked. Shift F1, go down a layer, go down another layer, and tell it to link to that one now. Do the triggering. And we'll just wait for somebody else to come in. And we also need to keep this going while we try to do the smoothing. Now we didn't do the smoothing from this other side. It won't matter much, because that's all going to now be just kept open. But I wouldn't mind just trying to keep a little bit of this fairly smooth if we can. There we go. I think we've now got the granite mechanism in through there. Just go to F5. Wait for this one to be set up. Won't be long. There we are. So that's now should be okay. We're just going to pull the lever, do it now. And that will then open the floodgate, which is just for when we build the next section. I can then sort of have that actually happening. So we'll get that one done. That will then open the floodgate. At the moment it's closed. So it's now open, which makes it safe for me to then start to do the next phase of the construction. So the next phase is going to be a little bit involved. So there's a fair bit that we have to do initially, and I will actually do it bit by bit. So Shift F1. So we've now got our bottom area all linked up and ready to go. I'm going to keep it just going along here, and we're going to then ultimately end up with I can build the next section up in here if I wanted to, but I don't really need to. I'm just going to keep this pump going. We're going to now start the process of building all of this bit of it. So we're going to channel down one, and then we have to channel down a second one very, very quickly. I think I'll do it in stages, so let's just go back across, and we will just do it bit by bit. So I'm going to do that one there. So they'll be coming up the ramp to work on this, and I'll just do that portion of it. Which way should I go? Yeah, I might just do that portion of it. I've got to be very careful how I do this, because I don't want to have accidents while we're doing any of this. And what I might do is also just go and just dig that one out as well. I need these access points for the for when we build the retracting bridge. It requires a point like this, sort of off to the side. I'll then fill it back in again once the bridge is finished. So he's doing a good job just pumping everything, all the water that appears back in here gets pumped out of the way. Okay, then we start this one. This is all going to be Aquifer, back in through this side. Now, as this one comes in, this is why I needed to have this all set up, because I needed to see, okay, well, where does it all fall apart? This little area will then tell me what I need to then go and do. And when I go to the next one, it's then going to channel through into that area that he's pumping into. So that just keeps it all nice and safe. So everything, that's sort of like a little error message that we're getting. Okay, that's now been done. Now we go to the next phase, and I think I'll just do this as a channel, because now we do need to just keep this under control, and we're just going to channel in one more time. So all of these now get put into channeling, which means that we essentially end up with water filling this area, and then we're going to have the access back out again. Oh, hang on, what I do want to do is I want to just stop it here. So I'm just going to go across and change this one Just have that one stay where that is. That way I end up with at least a ramp that allows me to then get out this side. Although to be honest, once we're sort of done at the bottom here, we're going to be okay. We're going to be nice and sort of safe because I can then just get away. And so this will be the drowning pit. Now we need to get this one done over this side before we sort of are safe. He's doing a good job. While he's there, it's safe. Now, see how she went through this channel now to get out of there. And that's fine. We can just keep this going. So eventually, this is the only way we're going to actually drain all this stuff back out of there. This is filling up fairly well. The pump is doing a good job. I can now just ditch these little markers that we actually had through there. Pretty much don't need the markers back through this side either, to be honest. But I'll keep it there for now until we sort of get everything done. Now, the zones, we missed this one here. And I do need to get that one as a channel down. Come on, someone come and do it. And while he's there, it's all happy. If he then leaves, it's going to get pretty full of water pretty quickly. Come on, guys. Get it working, get it working. Actually, it's this one here. I need to do that one, not that one there. Okay, yeah, I don't need that one. Stop that. It's actually this one that I need to do, the one above. Come on, come on, come on. What are my miners up to? If we have a quick look and see. Sleeping. There's a miner harvesting plants. Oh, I don't want them doing this. That's my best miner. So she's sleeping. They can be painful. Got a competent miner down there and add up to. I'll just get another couple of them to get involved in this. So we're getting water now coming back in. It's only level 1 because of the pump. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Another one has come. Now, the Desert Titan, Meslu Maznangaba, has come. An enormous quadruped composed of ash. It has a short trunk and it has an austere look about it. Now, I can't really bring it down into this area because we're not ready for it. So I'm going to have to just leave it outside. These, if it says Titan, it's still a forgotten beast, but it's an above ground forgotten beast. If it's a forgotten beast, it sort of operates in the caverns and sort of comes through the caverns. It can still end up on top, but when they arrive, this is actually going to be it. I'm just going to go and click on OK and pause. We'll see exactly where this one is. Getting a lot of designation cancels. The merchants will be leaving soon. Good luck. Oh, okay. A black bear has stolen some bayberries. Yep, that's okay. Where did that happen? That's all right. You did it off the side. That's not a problem. Got some other visitors. Okay, so the Baroness has also banned certain exports. We'll have a quick look at that while we're here. So she's now put some mandates in. And if we have a look and see what they are, so export of catapult parts is now prohibited. That's okay, we're not building any of those, so not a worry. Everything else is looking pretty good through there. Sorry, I'm going to have to pause while the next door neighbour finishes his motorbike. I think we just have to put up with it. It's going to be on and off a little bit. You'll see the revving. It's like a motocross sort of dirt bike type thing, and it's doesn't have a muffler. So he goes out every weekend and or any holiday and sort of uses it and then comes back, and it's just literally the time it takes him to get it off the back of his car out the back and then clean it down. It's very, very noisy for a short period. So I think it's not like extended times or anything like that. He's not a rev head or anything. It's just it's just the process of getting it moved out to the back of his house. Actually, been relatively short. Anyway, where are we up to? We've got the so she's imposed the ban. That's okay. We've got the Granite Scepter. We saw that one through here, and so now we have we had the Were Kangaroo transform back into an elf, which is the last episode, and now we've got this one here. We've now got this new one that's actually come. Desert Titan has come, an enormous quadruped composed of ash. And if we have a look at this particular one, here it is over through here. And so this is Meslu Maznamangba, the Desert Titan. So we can have a look and see what it's got. The health will just show the same description. Has an austere look about it. It says it is very weak. Doesn't mean anything at all. It does have a trunk. That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. So it's coming in from the outside edge. Time for everyone to get back inside again. Now we really can't afford to leave the... Hang on, where are we? It's come up at the top. We'll just go back down to the fortress. So now we have to bring everyone back inside and close the gates. I don't know if the herbalist is... Oh, here we go. We've got one person outside. This is Kivish, the captain of the guard. What are you doing out there? Storing an owned item. That's okay. May be able to make it back in time. I'll give everyone a chance to get back inside before we have to close this gate. We have no choice now because the if it does come down, actually we do have a choice. I can actually block it before it gets down to this other layer. In fact, I can actually try to trap it in here. That's something we could actually try to do. That would be interesting to see these beasts actually contend with it. So let's just go and do this one now. We're going to go to our burrows again. Going to activate the burrows. We're going to go down to F5. We're going to activate the tower door. Pull that lever. That just protects the central... I should probably keep that up as a default, I think, once everything's actually open. And that way... we're protected pretty much from the main fortress unless they somehow break through the other levels, which should be okay. Now we don't know. It says don't beware it's deadly fire or anything like that. So I don't think it's a flamer, even though it's made out of ash. The thing that's up above. We'll just press F1, and we'll just watch what it actually does do. Now I'm going to keep this open to see if I can entice it down. This won't do much. Sometimes it does actually. I found that Forgotten Beasts in this new version often don't know how to contend with doors, which is good. So that may also just be another little area of protection. Now where is it? Up through here. Let's just go and follow this one through. Just get a bit of a feel for how fast it moves. I will just slow time down. And it's got a lot of time in here. Probably won't be able to really deal with this one effectively. It's moving fairly slowly. Where's it going off to? It's found something to target into the northwest. It's an area it's moving. You can see there in the mini map, it's still staying pretty close to the edge. Oh, who's that? A bard. Okay, this is not one of ours. We don't have any bards. It's hiding. It's hiding behind the tree. Here he goes. Chase him away. He's slow. Now, is he tired? It says weak. None of these titans have vision as such. They just sense things. Okay, that may make it down through the fortress. He's running away. He's obviously terrified. Yep, so he's terrified. There's been no conflict. He actually managed to get away, I think. Yep, so that's all done. We've done all those. Let's just get rid of those. And we've got petitions as well. Yeah, we'll approve anyone that wants to eradicate monsters at this stage, but not the entertainers. So we'll have another look at the beast. What's it going to do up there? Well, it's moving across. Is there another target for it? It's not doing much. Let's just pause and then we'll go back down again and just sort of see how we're going with the rest of that construction. So we'll just go down to F1, Shift F1. And so we are now looking down into here. This one's still pumping away. We have now done what we needed to do there with the channeling. Now what I want to do is I want to get rid of the channel areas from in here. So we're going to go back up to the top zone and start the next process in through this side and then sort of leave it down in here. So I'm just going to go and tell them. So he's doing a great job. This is now pretty much full in where the pump actually is, and that's just going to be fine. Like it won't seize up or anything. It'll just get absorbed back into the aquifer, which is perfect. So that's exactly what we want. What we'll now do is go and channel out this area. So we're just going to go across. I don't want them to be able to scale their way out of this at all. So we're just going to go and get rid of all of that. And when we come back up, at the moment we have other zones. Let's go and now channel out this area. So we're now going to miss out again on all of this area. This is all going to disappear when we actually go through this next layer. So we're just going to go back across and change this one from marker to real. Okay, so we'll get that one channeled out. And they can actually walk up and down the slopes that we actually have left in through there. So there's still actually slopes there for their access. And then eventually we can then just finish it all off, lock it all back down, and we've then got a fairly secure way of protecting the fortress. And then we just finish it off by cleaning up the top bit for when we need to bring everything back out of it. So that's all working pretty well. Okay, so F1, that's now up, that's good. Did the captain get back in? Nope, not yet. So let's go and have a bit of a look at the beast. I don't want to lose track of it because if it does move quickly, actually that's what it's going to go after, that weasel. So that'll be its next target. Actually, where the hell is it? I'm in the wrong spot. They will just sort of target anything really. Just let it and watch it for a little while. Got more fighting. It's just the hand down below, that sort of demon. It's still very ill. It's been years down there now. I do want to entice it into the fortress. I want to capture it. Ah, who's that? Another bard? It's the same bard. He does run faster than the beast. The beast is slow. And now he's terrified. He's gone. All right, so we can now sort of see. We can now see what the Titan does as its method of attack. So if you have a bit of a look at this one through here, so he attacks, but the bard jumps away, misses, attacks but jumps away, misses. The Desert Titan kicks the bard in the lower body with its right front foot, bruising the muscle and bruising the right kidney. That's not too bad actually for a forgotten beast. That's often a lot worse. The Desert Titan misses the bard. Then the Desert Titan kicks the bard in the head with its left front foot, and the injured part explodes into gore. Okay, now that is pretty powerful. And so that's the end of the bard. So the bard has been knocked unconscious. In fact, he's been killed. There he is. He's dead. So over very, very quickly. Let's just have a bit of more of a look. Where are you off to this time? Who else have you seen? I want it inside the fortress, please. The weasel. The weasel's going to be way too fast for it. It's only a melee attack fighter. It doesn't have anything else it can do. It's getting closer. Yeah, the weasel's terrified. Now Kivish has to get inside. Who's this asleep? Fecotter Spinner. What on earth are you doing sleeping outside? Unconscious. Oh well, that one's dead. Didn't last very long at all. Okay. That's what you get. That's what you get. Now, actually, one thing we have done is anyone that does go try to get back down is not going to make it. The captain of the guard will not be able to make it down this area because of what we've done. But I dare not open it up any other way. I think the captain of the guard is on her own, actually, in this instance. So that will be another member gone. All right, F1 again. We'll have a bit of a look and see what's going on. The captain will be outside somewhere. I may be able to open this up just briefly. Let's open it and try to get the captain to make a run for it. Yeah, she's still out here hiding. Okay, we'll make a run for it. And if the Forgotten Beast gets into here, we're in a lot of trouble. So F5, and we'll open this gate. Pull the lever, do it now. I forgot that they couldn't actually get through technically, so we'll just quickly come back in. Come on, guys, we need someone to come and do this quickly, please. Okay, so Odom, the mayor, has mandated construction of certain goods. Let's have a quick look and see what that is. So he's now made a mandate where he wants 2 gauntlets made. Okay, so we can do that. We'll do that one later. So that's actually okay where that all is. Come on, someone go in, please, and fix this up for us. Okay, that's now open. Let's go back up the top. A lot could have happened in that time. Still up where that is. This will come down soon, and now make your run for it. There we go. Get inside. Uh-oh, too late, too late, too late, too late. No, she's not going to make it. I'll still leave it open for her. It may tire out, so she may be able to outrun it for a little while. So let's leave the door open. She's the captain of the guard after all. How far away did she get? Gee, that's really charging after her now. Actually, it's really moving. Oh no, she's gone. Okay. In that case, we are going to now close it all down. I think it's time to actually shut the whole fortress down at this point in time. So we'll now lock the door. We'll forbid this, and we will actually now raise both of these. So F5, back down into here. Shut this gate, pull the lever, do it now. I'm a bit worried about how long that one took to pull the last time. And we'll just do this one as well. If the beast gets in, it could be a bit of a disaster. So actually a bit more than a bit of a disaster. So unfortunately, Kivish is now finished and we no longer have a captain of the guard. So we're going to need to promote somebody else into that role. This unfortunately is what happens in the game. It's just the way it goes. So we'll just press, just keep on going. What else have we gotten through here? Yeah, everyone's actually, there's just way too much work for everyone to do. So we'll just go across to F1 again, and we'll just watch the beast. It's a long, long way away at the moment. Like Kivish did actually draw it away from the fortress. So it's just sitting back down over through here. Now where's it going? It's got a target somewhere. It's avoiding the fortress. I think anyone that's outside, that's the weasel again. I'm just going to have to wait until we can deal with it. Now if it stays around the door, we can then get a military group eventually to go out and fire arrows at it. And that's, I think I'm going to try to get it into the trap system and then sort of get it so that we end up with it inside the fortress in a controlled way. It's now bypassed the front door. Who's this? Dancer. Not one of ours. Don't hover around out there. This is not a healthy spot. So the gate is, everything has been locked down. The yak bull there. That's not a stray. That's just part of the group that was trying to get away, I think. So let's just leave that one where that is. We'll just go back now and we can forget about it. There's going to be more activity going on outside. Rock tables, human bard. That's inaccessible. That's okay. And the Kivish didn't last very long there at all. So the Desert Titan kicks the captain of the guard in the head and basically just destroys it straight away. And that's what we can expect from a Forgotten Beast. It's going to be one-shot kills until we really have a proper military, which is going to be some time away. That's all okay. Actually, there's still more up there. Still more magnetite. I might no. We want to keep on going with the with this trap area. So they are sort of building all of this stuff. I might just speed up time again because there's nothing we can do outside. There will be other fights that will take place. There we go. The dancer is fighting, being killed, more likely. This is actually still working out pretty well. So we're now sort of losing the track of what's happening in here. Come on, guys, you have to come back up, please. Get this mining done. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, here we go. The trouble with this is if this pulls up, we're not going to be able to drain it off properly. We need these done as well. So I need to actually open this up just so that the water flows back through to where the pump is pumping. This is better now. That's got it. Good. They're moving quickly now. Okay, so that's now being moved fairly quickly. We now need to action all of these other zones, so we need to go back in and channel in this whole area, including this one here when this one fails. Good, the fast one is ripping through this. So this is the second layer up. This stops them from swimming around in it. That one's going to fail when we hit this one here, or that one. Again, I need to get some of these done. Okay, we'll just grab that one. Okay, everything else is now working. Now moving through it. It's only level 1 at the moment. Level 1s and 2s in here, and he's still pumping away, which is perfect. This is good stuff. And you can see there it's actually draining away in the bottom there. Yep, this is good stuff. Okay. And then what we do in through here is we just get rid of the outside edges on this layer once this is all finished. So again, the pump is what's keeping this all secure. Alright, now we just go back in and channel all of this out. And all of that as well. They're trying to get the mudstone or the conglomerate from out of there as well. Come on, miners. So just double check. Oh, one thing we don't actually have is the we've enacted the burrows, but we actually haven't sort of allowed them to go back in here. So we'll actually just go and repaint this. I'm not sure how we got away with that on that other layer. Yep, now they're going for it. Oh, you know what it is? It's the I probably don't have all of them actually attached to the burrows. If we go back to the burrow system and just go to our you've only got 20 assigned to the burrows. Okay, I need all soldiers and everyone. So we've now got 61 assigned. That's fine. So we've now got the restriction of the actual burrows itself. So now they'll all go for it. I was wondering why my best miners weren't actually getting involved, and that was the reason, was the lack of burrows. Okay, now I would love auto dump just to be able to get all this stuff gone from here. I'm going to keep it open while we do everything else as well. So the next layer up is essentially now where we're going to be building our bridges, and I might just make it out of the conglomerate that's actually down below. And so this is going to be a particular type of bridge. We go to constructions, we go to bridges. And this is going to be a retracting bridge. Now it needs to have an open gap and a solid area, at least one square. And so I can then just go and click and drag it across to here. And so this will be the drop into the water. So we're just going to go and build that one. So that's, no access to 10 building material non-economic items. Oh, okay, it's because what I've done here is I've got to just go and get more of the access points back in through this side. So I need to now open up. In fact, if we have a look at the top of the fortress, this is now we no longer need to be restricted to this. So I'm pretty sure if we go to Shift F1, F3, and have a bit of a look down below, we've got a fair bit of stuff in through this side. So there's no longer any restrictions. So let's just go back up there. They will now be able to make their way. So Shift F1 onto this particular layer. Now we should be okay to build this, I hope. I've run out of time again. God, it takes it's so time consuming. This is a retracting bridge from there to there. Still no access. What about from this side? It should be okay. I haven't had this sort of trouble before. Not that I can remember anyway. Construction, bridges, retracting. There we go, we've got all these. Oh, it's from the top of the fortress. Okay, that's what it is. The problem is that they can't get to the other one. Now I'll make this one out of, this one is, it's requiring 10. I've only got 13 mudstone, so I'm just going to make it out of granite blocks. Or I've got 24 mudstone blocks, but that's 10 there. Yeah, that would be okay. I could make the whole thing out of mudstone. In fact, do I want to do that? I don't want to do what that one was, actually. I want to just go part of the way. So what I need to do here is I need to go down to F5 and open this area up, pull the lever, do it now. And so we can get access across into the actual top of the channel. So we'll just go and do that one through there. And then just go up to F1 and unblock this door. So that will eventually sort of then open up. Might as well just do it. There it is. So that's now open, and so now we do have access into this layer. So we can now sort of get the access points across to this area here now. So this area from the top of the fortress can now be accessed through the ramp system. It's a bit complicated trying to figure out what's going on in here. Just make sure that okay, we've got somebody else now doing the pumping, which is good. As long as they keep the pumping up, we're safe. Now we can't get access to that point, so I'm just going to go and ditch that one, but we have smoothed these other areas out now. And of course the other ones, we just want to keep it flowing in over time. I'll keep this open just in case I do want to get that conglomerate out of there. Then we'll eventually shut it all down. So this one we're going to now go to constructions, bridges, retracting bridge. Now it will work. There's always a reason for everything. Go across, yeah, so now we've got like the granite blocks, we've got heaps of those. We'll just make it out of granite blocks. If you make things out of blocks, they're fast to build. And similarly through here, we're going to make another retracting bridge. This way, constructions, bridges, retracting bridge, and bring that one in. And this one's going to be also made out of granite blocks. All right, so this will be our drowning pit. I'll just keep everything sort of operational the way it currently is. It's going to take a long time for them to build this. And so while we've got the beast outside, we'll relax. I think I might leave this episode here. We've sort of done what we needed to do. The next one down is for when we finish closing this one off. I can do that at any stage. Yeah, this is just 2s and 1s, but by the time it gets through this channel, it's sort of actually okay. Eventually these stones will roll their way through into here as well, which is a bit of a problem. That's why it'd be good if they could clean them out from here. Oh, there's the yak. What are you doing? This is from the leftover from the what is it? The we can't make use of that one. It's just a yak ball, but it's not one of ours. It's actually a merchant yak that didn't make it out. Yep, so they've been missing for a week. Presumed dead. Okay, you can see there we're starting to now get the Galena ore has been completed now, which is good. We can have a look and see if there's actually what we might just do to finish this one off, because we did start with the smelting. Let's just go and build the rest of the smelters. We'll just double check that we actually do have, so they're coming in to get all this stuff. How are they going in here? Yeah, they're bringing the granite blocks up now. They'll do the granite blocks relatively quickly. That won't be too bad. There's the yak. And up they come. It's a long way around for them. Just dropping more granite blocks in through here. Required 10, I think. Actually, no, I think it may have even been less than that. All right, well, we'll let them continue that way. We'll just go down to F8. Now, we want to just check and see how many anvils we actually have. We've got 4. 5, one being used, 4 available. So that's exactly what we want. Iron anvils. So now what we need to do in here is to now go and build more smelters, and then the next episode we'll then talk about smelting different weaponry and how we're going to go about that. There's the iron anvils in through there. Now we don't really want them there, because this is going to be then taken upstairs, and we don't want that. Now what we need to do through here, to remember the little rule of thumb, if you can actually put it on your underneath wherever the smelter part is, it then makes it safe from beasts coming up out of the lava. We do get those lava snakes, but they're just pests, they're not actually beasts. And so when we go to the channeling area, we need to make sure that when we go and place one in here, which is where we want this next one to be, that we actually are directly over the smelter, over the what is it, the magma, and this one as well is directly over the magma. So we're actually okay in all of these instances. So we're going to place one in through here. So very, very important that we do it at this particular point. So we throw one in through there. It's just a matter of actually having a mixture of that one there needs to sort of be in line. So that one's going to be right there. Next one in line again, right there, and the next one in line right there. So that's where the 4 forges will end up being. And I might make them all out of mica so that they look neat. So they'll eventually come across. Don't take these, please. There they go, there they go, and one more, please. All right, so this is now a bit dangerous while we actually sort of fix up this bit of it. We just go across into the workshops. So I'll just finish it off with this. The magma forges will then sort of be positioned in through here. Iron anvil, yep. And we're just going to make it out of mica, which we've got upstairs. So that way we end up with this sort of this coloured, like it'll all be the same colour, essentially. We'll just go back across, do the same again. So workshops, magma forge, I will actually just keep these going. Into there, iron anvil, mica. Again, it's only allowing us to choose magma safe materials. And this one in here as well. Iron anvil. That's good, we've got 71 iron bars already, great. So next episode we can then start to come through and really start to make use of them. Even platinum bars have been done. Awesome, so platinum is also magma safe. But the other bars that we'll have, we'll actually start to have a fair few of them up through here. Now eventually I'm going to split these out into their different types. You can see there that there's an iron bar there that hasn't been placed. Just make sure that we do have enough, 66 bins, that'll be important for us. And there we go, we'll actually just let them sort of build these and job done. So I'll go and grab the anvils. So it is a bit risky while they are doing this. There they go, there's the track. Some bard or something floating around. Damn it. Oh no, I think it's okay. No, that's all right. They're going to get the anvils to build these, which is perfect. There they go. There they go. There they go. So we're going to need a lot of these for all the different sorts of things that we do need to build. And there we go. It's now early winter. all we need now is a vile force of darkness to arrive, and then we'll be set. So I might just call it quits here, guys. So thanks for watching. Hope you've been enjoying the playthrough, and please consider liking and subscribing. And again, a special thank you to my Patreon supporters, or anyone that sort of supported me through coffee.com. Links in the description down below. I'll catch you in the next episode. So we've sort of half got through smelting at this point, but not very far at all. In the next one, we'll go through the actual process of smelting. I still want to build that mega project up ahead. I'll leave it there. I'll catch you next time.